We'll start with Ryan Aber, the Oklahoman, and then go to Joe Bettner.
Yeah, Trey, just curious how you feel like this secondary is playing, especially compared to the way things were going for you all a few weeks ago during those two losses. And you personally, do you feel like you've taken a couple steps forward here recently?
Yeah, I feel like the secondary is starting to get comfortable. Everybody's playing really well. When we started the beginning of the year, everybody was just trying to get their feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Because who knew the year's been crazy? It was a crazy year. But we had to snap into reality. Like, yo, this season is really happening. And for me, I think I've said I've taken a few steps. I've settled down. I've settled down this year. And I'm starting to grow. You know what I'm saying? I see the game plan, and I feel like I really have taken a few steps.
Appreciate it, Trey.
No problem.
Okay, Joe Bettner and then Jason Kersey.
Trey, considering you were high school teammates with Jordan Kelly, what's it been like to see him come up and I guess make an impact this year?
Man, it feels really good, because he's from my area. We went to the same school, and I know how it feels. Like, I really don't know how it feels to be down, but I know, you know what I'm saying, that's not a good feeling. And like I told him the other day, man, I was like, I'm so excited to see you out there and starting to play and show what you could actually do, man. You look really good out there. You're starting to show everybody, and it's an amazing feeling for me to watch him do what he's been doing all since he was in high school.
Thanks, Trey.
Okay, Jason Kersey and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, Trey, I'm just wondering what you've seen and what you think the future holds for some of the younger corners, DJ Graham, Josh Eaton, Woody Washington, those guys, and what you've seen from them so far and how good you think they can be.
Man, I've seen a lot of a lot of raw ability. They showed what they could do. You know what I'm saying, when they're in there just playing and stuff like that. And there's just a lot of athleticism. Those guys can go up and just make plays, and that's for all of them. Every single one of them is excited to be out there. You know what I'm saying, whether they know what they're doing or not. And I feel like when they start to grow, man, you're gonna see some playmakers. With DJ, Woody, Josh, all of those guys, the younger guys, man, they're gonna be some real playmakers for Oklahoma, and I'm excited to see them grow because, man, it's gonna be amazing to see all of them play, and it's gonna be like not just where we have one or two corners that play. Every single one of them can get in there and all make plays.
Thanks, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Eric Bailey and then Bob Prisbillo.
Trey, when the season started, everyone seemed to make a big deal out of 3 COVID tests per week. This is your 6th game week. How normal has it become to get tested so often, and do you still worry a little bit about results?
No, not necessarily. I mean, for me, I don't really worry about those things, especially if you're doing everything you're supposed to do. I mean, things are gonna happen. It's just like you got to keep going on with it. But as far as you do what you're supposed to do, you control what you could control. And it's just the whole team has just been doing good since the beginning of the season. So, you kind of think about it like you don't really worry about it, because everybody's following their procedures. And lately we've, there's been little to, if none, anything. So, you really don't worry about stuff like that.
Thanks a bunch, Trey.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Bob Prisbillo and then John Hoover.
Yeah, Trey, you talk about playing better, settling down. Is it as simple as saying the play against Texas is what spurred it all on, or is there something bigger to it?
I feel like it was just me, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you, just me being in my own head and stuff like that. At the beginning of the season, because there was high expectations, and I want to live up to every expectation there is, you know what I'm saying? But I can't live up to everybody else's expectation. I got to live up to my own expectations. So I had to stop listening to everybody and just started playing my game. And you see, you know what I'm saying, big games, that's when I really start to show up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to continue that trend going up. So Texas, that really built my confidence, and I know what I can actually do. So like I said before, I had to just stop listening to everybody else and just do what I was supposed to do, and it all paid out.
John Hoover and then James Hale.
Trey, I want to follow up on that. As a senior, as a guy who's played a lot, how do you get in your own head? How do you start maybe doubting yourself or thinking where you're not supposed to? You know what I mean? And then, have you also seen some of that happen to some of your teammates, like maybe Trey Norwood when he gets in the game, or Buki when he's in coverage, or stuff like that? Or is it that easy to get in your own head?
I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as being a corner, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference between every position, you know what I'm saying? Everybody see you when you make one bad play. And you know what I'm saying? But like you can make constant plays over and over and over. But that one bad play, then that's when you start to be, you know, criticized a lot. So I mean, that's where it comes to being in your head as a corner and stuff like that. Like I said before, it's not really easy playing corner. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was easy, everybody could do it. And so that's where I was talking about earlier, like expectations. You know what I'm saying? You want to do this, you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't be too far ahead. You got to take everything like 10 seconds at a time. You got to lock in here, lock in there, lock in there, and then that's when it all pays out. And so, I mean, yeah. And I feel like as far as like, you know, Boot, Trey Norwood, I mean, they can think for themselves, but I mean, I really couldn't tell you that.
That's fair. Okay, thank you, man.
Hey, James Gale and then Garen Emig.
Trey, it's a night game in Lubbock. You've been around here for a while. You know what it's like to play Texas Tech. What do you think of their offense? Vasher at receiver. They've got some guys that you played against before. So what do you think you're running into in Lubbock on Saturday night?
It's gonna be really exciting. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, those guys, those guys really, you know, they're gonna amp it up this week. I see no doubt in them. You know, it's gonna be a really big game for them, just like it's a big game for us. And I mean, we just can't go out there and make mistakes. You know, being in Texas Tech, you know, it's always loud, and especially it being Halloween, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be very spooky out there. I tell you that, and they're gonna be excited, just like we're gonna be excited. And TJ Vasher's he's a really great receiver. You know, NFL talent, and I'm excited to go against those guys.
Thanks, Trey. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Garen Emig and then Parker Thune.
Good to see you again, Trey. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Hey, are you voting for the first time next week in the presidential election?
I will be voting.
How do you feel about that? You guys have been through a lot. You said the word crazy, right? Earlier in the interview, talk about what you've been through, and I know you're off the field. You guys have been involved in a lot of stuff related to more serious things besides football. Is this an important year for this to be your first time at the polls?
I mean, yeah, I feel like, you know, everything is it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's really important. You know, I like politics, but I don't really like talking about politics. But I feel like it's very an important year just with everything going on. And you know what I'm saying? And if you got the right to vote, you got to take advantage of that right. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be the change. And so I mean, I feel like why wouldn't you want to vote when you have that chance to make a difference? You know what I'm saying? And so, man, just seeing everything, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said before, yeah, it's been one crazy year, and we just want the best for the world.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a couple more, Trey. Parker Thune and then Kerry Murdoch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trey, this one is kind of a little off topic from what you've been asked previously, but as a guy who's handled return duties in the past, how impressed are you with the way that Marvin Mims has been able to come in as a true freshman and contribute in the way that he has in the punt return game?
And I'm very impressed with that guy. It seems like every week he has a play where he just wows you. You know what I'm saying? He can do so many things, and for him to have so high of a ceiling and be so young is pretty impressive to me, because like you seen stuff like this from, you know what I'm saying, CeeDee Lamb. So you saw what that guy could do. So man, I feel like that guy he's playing just lights out right now. And for him to do punt return, you know what I'm saying, show out even that kick return and do all those things at receivers, that's just pretty amazing.
Thanks, Trey.
Yes, sir.
And Kerry Murdoch.
Trey, I know you guys didn't have, a spring and a normal, preseason, but was there a time when you matched up against Marvin Mims when he was a freshman and you were just like, okay, there's something different about this kid?
Yeah, of course. Just going against that guy, man, he's just like, he's so humble. You know what I'm saying? He's always willing to work, and he's always, you know what I'm saying, he want to be the best one out there when he gets on that field. And it's just like, like he helps me in a sense, you know what I'm saying, get better. And I remember when he was making his plays. I think it was either K-State. He was just making like I said, wowing moments. And I had a joke for him. I was like, yeah, that's for going against me. Going against me every day. It's paying off. And we just laughed about it. But man, I love going against that guy every day because he's getting better and he's also making me better.
You're a guy that is known for having a burst, having a lot of speed. Spencer Rattler was talking about, his coach saying that he's hard to overthrow. Did you kind of notice he was a guy that had a burst kind of like yours a little bit when you would go up against him?
Yeah, I've seen that, in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? He's a really fast guy. If you let him get on your toes, if he's even, he's leaving. So you really don't want to let that guy eat up your cushion and stuff like that. But yeah, he's one fast kid. I tell you that.